continues to face renewed criticism after settling the Cassie lawsuit. There are now 2 more accusers who have come forward and filed lawsuits.
Ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, who loved to control people.
And his mentor was
Andre Harrell.
Tell us how
who
was
was
he
mentored by Clive Davis.
Because he could get away with it quick enough, or he got somebody behind him, or he got some people there. They no matter gonna take his weight for. It's only so far he gonna go.
Get ready for what could be the biggest downfall of Sean Diddy Combs, the guy who now likes to be called Love or Brother Love. Despite his polished public image, Diddy's past is far from clean. It's got DV, SA, and unsettling accusations, from grooming to hurting others, and even illicit human trade. Starting off as a background dancer and rising to become a big shot in hip-hop, Diddy's faced consistent claims of inappropriate behavior. These allegations stretch from his relationships with girlfriends to fellow rappers. Recently, his ex, Cassie, took legal steps suing him for DV, SA, and human trade. She's even talking about unsettling encounters with other men. But here's the twist. Diddy somehow dodged serious legal trouble despite the serious accusations. Looking back at his history, it's clear that many incidents involving him got hushed up. Why? Well, it seems his massive power in the industry played a role. However, history keeps reminding us that no one is untouchable, no matter how powerful they might seem. These recent accusations could spell the biggest trouble yet for Diddy, especially for his empire, Bad Boy Records. Today, we're delving deep into the things that Diddy is said to have done. Hold tight for the details. So, we've heard about the serious stuff Cassie revealed in her lawsuit against Diddy. It's a real shocker. She talked about not feeling safe in her own home, dealing with physical harm, and going through some really tough situations. In her lawsuit, she opened up about moments where she felt pressured into doing things she didn't want to do and had to go through really uncomfortable situations. Cassie went into detail about being made to do intimate things with other people while Diddy watched and even recorded it. He made her carry guns in her purse just to make her feel uncomfortable and show how potentially dangerous he could be. Diddy also introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive drinking and substances, making her get illegal prescriptions to feed his addictions. And guess what? This doesn't seem to be a one-time thing for Cassie. According to some reliable sources, there are many more victims, and that list includes his late partner, Kim Porter. Now, a lot of folks don't entirely buy the story told by the media about how Kim passed away. Even Diddy's ex-bodyguard confirmed that what he was doing to Cassie is pretty much what happened with Kim.
I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter.
Back in college, Diddy got known for throwing huge parties that attracted around 1,000 people. It's said that it was at one of these parties in 1990 where he first met his mentor, Andre Harrell, the founder of Uptown Records. Harrell hired Diddy as an intern, and later on, he got promoted to talent director. But Diddy had bigger plans, and he reportedly got involved with some questionable people in the industry who promised him a life of endless wealth and power. Now, there's this long-standing theory that such a life came with a price. A blood sacrifice. While working as an intern at Uptown Records, Diddy supposedly made money as a party promoter, notorious for packing places beyond their limits. This led to a heartbreaking incident at City College in Harlem in 1991, where a stampede caused by overcrowding resulted in the tragic deaths of 9 people. To give you some background, Diddy co-promoted a celebrity basketball game and concert at City College of New York. The gym's capacity was 2,730, but around 5,000 people showed up, overwhelming the limited security. When the organizers closed the doors to control the crowd, some outsider broke in, causing a stampede. The aftermath was severe, with 9 people losing their lives and 29 getting injured. The then mayor, David Dinkins, published a report holding Combs responsible for hiring inadequate and inexperienced security. Diddy settled multiple lawsuits from the families of those who lost their lives, concluding the last one in 2000. Here's another controversial chapter in Diddy's story. Back in the day, Diddy and Death Row Records co-founder Marion Suge Knight were actually friends. However, the bad blood that fueled the bloody rivalry between Death Row and Bad Boy began when a tragic incident unfolded outside an Atlanta nightclub. The incident took place while they were celebrating musician Jermaine Dupri's birthday at Platinum City Club. According to then Fulton County Sheriff Deputy Chris Howard, an argument sparked between members of the Bad Boy and Death Row Records groups. Howard escorted Diddy and his crew outside, thinking it was safe for Knight and his crew to leave, but things took a dark turn. As Howard recounted to the Los Angeles Times, Knight's partner was almost getting into the limo when suddenly Diddy's guys appeared, and one of them had a gun. Howard chased the armed man, who passed the gun to someone else that ended up shooting Jake Robles, Knight's friend and a security guard, 2 or 3 times. Reports say the person who fired then hopped into a car with Combs' associates. Tragically, Robles passed away weeks later at an Atlanta hospital. Diddy has consistently denied any involvement in the shooting, but Knight reportedly held him responsible for the tragic incident. Adding to the mix, many people speculate that Diddy might have played a role in Tupac's and Kim Porter's unfortunate situations. While there's no concrete evidence tying him to these incidents, a significant number of folks believe there might be some connection.
Puff Daddy is a very wealthy man who will probably get the best attorneys, but this is a murder that happened how many years ago now?
27?
Yeah, 27. So a lot of people's memories become foggy, but evidence is evidence.
And there's a lot of evidence that suggests Diddy is not the image he likes to portray. One instance is from 1999 when Diddy and artist Shine were at Club New York. Diddy sparked chaos by knocking a drink out of someone's hands, leading to Shine firing a gun in the crowded club, injuring 3 people. Despite Diddy being arrested with 2 guns in his car, he was cleared of all charges. Shine, however, was found guilty and received a 10-year prison sentence. Another incident occurred in 2013 where Diddy allegedly had a confrontation with J. Cole at an MTV VMAs after party, displaying aggressive behavior toward Kendrick Lamar. Sources said Diddy, visibly intoxicated, tried to pour a drink on Kendrick, leading to a fight with J. Cole intervening. In 2019, Diddy's ex, Gina Hun, spoke out accusing him of physical mistreatment throughout their 5-year relationship, citing instances of stomping on her stomach and punching her in the head.
The first 3.5 years, he was mean to me.
So when you say mean, describe it.
He was he was always belittling me and always he was mentally, emotionally, and physically me.
And just recently, Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit against Diddy in New York, accusing him of doing bad things for many years. The lawsuit includes details of Diddy hurting her in 2018, treating her badly, and making her do things with other people while he watched. The lawsuit also says Diddy destroyed a car to stop someone from being romantically involved with Cassie. Even though Diddy says the accusations are not true and that Cassie tried to take a lot of money from him, they worked things out and settled on November 17th. But that was just the beginning. 5 days after settling with Cassie, another person sued Diddy, saying he did bad things to her in 1991 and showed a video of it to others. Diddy's spokesperson said these accusations were just a way for the person to get money. Just before the November 23rd deadline of New York State's Adult Survivors Act, another person accused Diddy of doing something bad. This law, made in May 2022, lets survivors over 18 at the time of the bad things to file lawsuits, even if a lot of time has passed. In this case, a woman says Diddy and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall did bad things to her and a friend in 1990 or 1991. She also says Diddy hurt her again a few days later at her home. Representatives for Hall and Diddy have not said anything about these accusations yet. After Diddy settled with Cassie, 50 Cent dropped a hint on Instagram. He basically said more people might step up against Diddy. 50 Cent talked about how Diddy paid up real fast and implied that settling earlier would have been smarter to dodge more problems. Right now, there's no official criminal investigation on Diddy. Yet folks on the internet are buzzing, thinking this might just be the beginning of Diddy's overdue downfall. One fan even commented saying, Cassie's lawsuit opened the door for a federal investigation by centering around the SA claim. The FBI is likely investigating him, and they tend to avoid making announcements about it. When they get their ducks in a row, witnesses to come forward, and evidence together, he will be indicted, along with whomever they can attack to it. It just takes time. This is not the end, not by a long shot. Someone said the consequences are catching up with Diddy, and it's about time. He's been doing things for too long without facing the serious results of grooming, SA, and threatening young artists, both female and male. But what do you think? Are we really seeing the beginning of Diddy's downfall? Share your thoughts in the comments, and while we wait for more news, make sure to subscribe and check out the next video for more celebrity drama you might not have known about.